Okie dokie, the world record slow run. You've all heard of people beating Mario in 2 seconds and Zelda in 3 seconds. Well, I'm going to claim the world record as the person who's taken the longest time to complete a game. So, I did this a year ago. I split up my projects into the normal stuff and I chucked in got Powermonger here, Zelda, Cannon Fodder, Simon the Sorcerer, Bard's Tale, 3D Construction Kit, Lure of the Temptress, somewhere Syndicate, Monkey Island 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Monkey Island again, Bubble and Squeak, Bubble and Sticks, Blitz Basic, Monkey Island 2 again, okay, Turrican 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I did damage. I was doing 5, idiot, studying 5 Udemy courses side by side. I stuffed my brain up again. I can't go back to Udemy courses just yet, not till the new year. My brain is just clammed up. So, what I've done, I have shifted Amos, Blitz Basic, Imagine, Lightwave, Disney animation, whatever, till 2024. And 2023 is just going to be games. So I got this challenge, and you can join in and do it yourself. I've put these games into 5 categories. So the world record slow run is that you have to have the game from the date of release, the original game. So the only original game out of this that I have is Strike Eagle 2. So I'm going to play okay. World record slow run. You've got to play the game, the original game, from start to finish. You've got to finish the game. I played the game back in 1992. Gave up after a while. I'm going to finally finish it in 2023. So the title of this is the world record slow one. World record slow run. The title for the ones I didn't own is it was 30 years ago today, Sergeant Pepper, blah blah blah. So Civilization, Colonization, Pirates, Railway Tycoon. They're all games I had. So I bought my Amiga 500, 1992. Came with shoeboxes full of pirated games. So because I had so many games to play, and it has happened again just now, I'll explain why. I had so many games, I would chuck in a floppy disk, I would play it for half an hour, I would get bored, eject it, and move on. But I've made myself a challenge. I'm not going to go the Xbox 2 or the PlayStation 7 route. I've gone as far as the Switch, but now there's no physical. The future's no physical boxes, no discs, no nothing. So I'm not going to go forward. I'm going to go backwards. World record slow run. So that's F15 Strike Eagle 2. This is a Sid Meier page. So it was 30 years ago today. Civilization, Colonization, Civ 2. These are all not Amiga ones, so they don't really count. Pirates, 2004. Railroad Tycoon, Railroads, that's not Amiga. Sim Golf. I've decided, now the reason why I gave up playing these games back in the day is because I didn't understand them. I couldn't get access to a manual. There was no YouTube video. There was no YouTube. There It was like dial-up internet. That was it. You know, it was reading boring walkthroughs. Well, walkthroughs aren't boring. Boring manuals. So now I've got all the PDF files. I've got a screen reader thingy program that'll read it all to me. I'll hunt down the YouTube tutorial for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the more modern one in the hope that I can learn how to play the game, and as I go backwards, I'll understand. So the two hardest games ever, and that's coming up soon, the two hardest games I've been trying year after year after year is Populous and Powermonger. Can't handle it. Now I've found, finally, YouTube videos on it. So this is a Sid Meier page, and I've put them all into categories. So category 2, the Peter Molyneux project. So Populous, Powermonger, Populous 2, Flood. Flood is the only game I've played from 1992 regularly, which is funny because the crack I got with Flood is by ScoopX, and of course I'm learning assembly code from Photon of ScoopX. So there we go. Syndicate. Syndicate is a world record slow run. I have the discs, Theme Park, and then the newer ones for PC, Theme Hospital, Dungeon Keeper 2, Populous Beginning, Theme Park World, and then it gets on and on and on and on. And then he goes into Lionhead Studios and releases Black and White. So I've got Fable 1 and 2 on the Xbox, Fable 3, never heard of it. And Goddess, once I have finished all these, then I'll look into the more modern versions. So yeah, the thing I remember the most, this is I'll call this the point and click page, and I'll call it the LucasArts page. So I got completely stuffed up here on this page. Anyway, so Police Quest, King's Quest, Space Quest, I remember the shoebox was full of these discs, like 7 discs a game. Never even bothered to put them in the floppy drive and see what they are. Now from watching LGR, I'm going to go back and do the more modern of the lot, especially Ultima. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll go backwards. I'll go backwards and see how far back I can go. Ultima 1, the interface is wow. Anyway, Bass, that's a world record slow run. I've got that on the CD32. Crucial Corpse, Curse of Enchantia, Monkey Island. It's a 30 years ago today. A Chuck's Revenge. Return is Steam. Summon Sorcerer 2. So I stopped collecting for Amiga back in 1998. So I didn't know that there were sequels to some of the Amiga games. So yeah, Lord of the Temptress, Flight, Amazon, Discworld is PlayStation. Elvira, don't forget Plan 9 from Outer Space. That's a point and click. Full Throttle, Goblins. And we'll get to the LucasArts list. Labyrinth 86, Douglas Adams, aka The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, was involved in that. So I definitely want to play that. Maniac Mansion, Zack McCracken, Indy Last Crusade, Loom, Monkey Island 2, Fate of Atlantis, Day of the Tentacle, Sam & Max, Full Throttle, The Dig. Now I bought The Dig. I bought this as a pack on Steam, and I didn't know what The Dig was. But now I know it's LucasArts, so I was going to delete it. It's a point and click, so don't. Curse Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, Escape Monkey Island, Blade Runner is on the Switch, Tumbleweed is on the Switch, Sam & Max Save the World is on the Switch. So one of the other side projects that I'm doing is playing all my Star Wars games that I bought a Steam bundle, about $100 and something. So I've got the originals, so for Rebel Assault, Dark Forces 2, Mystery of a Sith. Got the original CDs, so that's a PC side project. Going to play through. So just the timeline at the time, 7Max hit the road. They'd released Rebel Assault, 95 The Dig, Dark Forces, Curse Monkey Island, and Dark Forces 2. So the big one, Chris Sawyer, Theme Hospital. That's PC. I'm not sure. They have something to do with they or he, or is it a company? Something to do with Elite and Frontier Elite. But this isn't just Chris Sawyer. So I've chucked in A-Train, The Patrician, Transport Tycoon is, Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, blah blah blah, Locomotion, Tycoon Classic, Pirates, Birds of Prey, Campaign. I've never played these games, so I'm not going to include them. Transport Tycoon I will. Civ, Colonization, Pirates. I'm really going to have to get used to this turn-based types of games before I play these. But I'll do it backwards again. And that's the end of that. Will Wright. Did we already do Will Wright? No, maybe not. This is the one I started with. I should have done this first. Raid on Bungaby Bay is the inspiration for SimCity because Will Wright fell in love with creating the maps rather than just playing the game. So we've got the SimCity Sideways, SimCity 2000, then Electronic Arts bought Maxis. I've got SimCity 3000, SimCity 4. I've got 2 versions of the deluxe. One, I found the original CDs. 2, I've got the GOG version. And then we've got the whole thing, the Sims 2, Sims 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. So then we've got Sim Earth, Sim Life, Sim Ant, Sim Farm, Sim Health, Sim Island, Sim Tower, Sim Golf, Sim Copter. How many of these you going to play? These are all 30 years ago today. I don't know. Just play the ones you like. Play them, start to play them. And if Sim Farm, like I've got Animal Crossing, and I love Animal Crossing. But again, how far back can you go? If you don't like it after a day, give it a day, a whole day. If you don't like it, drop it. Better than just what you did back in the 90s. So then there's a spin-off with Peter Molyneux, Bill Frog, Theme Park. I've just found out that there's a SimMania package of a whole bunch of games, SimMania 1, 2, and 3. And you can't get them on Steam or GOG. But I want to get them on Amazon if I can. So that's another thing. So Sim Coaster, so Theme Park was released as Sim Coaster somewhere, maybe in the States, I don't know. So that's where I got confused. So Sim Health, Sim Island, Sim Coaster, which is actually Theme Park. And then Theme Hospital, and there's a sequel to Theme Hospital called Two Right, which I will tell you about in a minute. So I've got Bass, Crystals, Monkey Island, Day of Tentacle, The Beholder, 1, 2, 3, Monkey Island, Flashback, which I've got on the Switch now, Amazon, Maniac Mansion, Lot, Loom, Ishar. Yeah, I want to play these 3. So which ones? Well, better graphics, better game, but it doesn't matter about the graphics too much as long as the game itself is cool. I mean, Megalomania is my favourite game next to Skyrim. Alright, so Monkey Island 2, Pirates, Populous, Railroad Tycoon, Roller Coaster, Sam & Max, Monkey, Settlers, Civ, Colonization, Pirates again, SimCity 2000, SimCity 3000, SimCity 4, Simon the Sorcerer, Simon the Sorcerer, Simon the Sorcerer, Syndicate, Ultima, Wing Commander 1, I think, was on the Amiga, but I've never heard of it back in the day, so play it. It's nothing to do with a world record slow run or just a 30 years ago today one, I'm guessing. And then we have Discworld. So we've got Beneath a Steel Sky, Monkey Island, Elite, Dangerous. That's my present to myself. 20 gig install. I'm learning how to land. So the thing is, the beginning of this, I have yet to land on a space station in Elite. I keep crashing into it. Most of the time I can't find the damn thing, then I keep crashing into it. Frontier Elite, I crash into the planet. I don't know how to navigate yet. So I'm going to play Elite Dangerous, get my head around that, and then work my way with Elite, Frontier Elite, just landing. Not buying any goods, just taking off and landing. And they are hard games, but once you get into it, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So yeah, Monkey, Fate, blah blah, King's Quest, that's the new one. Low Maniac, blah blah, Pirates, Simon 2, Zach McCracken, etc, etc, etc. And there's my Star Wars pack that I bought. So I've got Dark Forces, blah blah blah. So the world record slow run only counts if you own the original software. In Dark Forces case, I've still got the receipt and the box with the manual. So that's the only kind of official one. No, either Beholder 2 I've got the box. Beneath a Steel Sky I've got the box. So there's a few that are going to be like official world record speedruns. The rest is just, it was 30 years ago today. It's just games you played back then. You've still got the cover disc for it, or you've still got... No, I threw all my pirated ones away when I started buying these. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's it. World record slow run. The longest time taken to complete Beneath a Steel Sky. I've just, in the last 2 weeks, gotten past the very first elevator, gotten to the, this guy, no, haven't got that far yet, gotten to this lady, I've stuck putty in the switch and blown myself up in the other room. That's as far as I got after 30 years. So, yeah, that's it. Cool, thanks, bye.